Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about some of the important KPIs which is present inside query history. Now, one of the way to get the metrics from query history is by using the table functions on information schema, which gives me or gives us the details more real time, right? I mean, if I just execute this query, so I'll be getting all the details in a real time manner, right? So this is also one of the methods, right? Now, when we query it, we will see that there is one particular attribute which is warehouse size. We would have observed that in some of the records it is null, some of the records it has value. So I will try to kind of explain by giving example what is happening, and when it is getting populated and when not. Okay. Now, let's take a scenario, right? I mean, let me kind of try to change the context. And this query is a little bit big. Now, what I will try to do is I will try to maybe execute this query and deliberately fail it, right? I mean, so what I did is instead of count star, I have put count x, right? And now what I'm going to do is I'm trying to execute it. Okay. Now, if I execute it, now what will happen? Obviously, in the compilation phase only, it gave me an error, right? Now, then if I am going to query this information schema table function and try to kind of understand what has happened. So this was the query which I executed, right? Now, what I am going to see is your warehouse size remain null, okay? Because the compilation happened in the service layer itself. It never needed the actual compute to get executed, right? And if I see this, if I go further, what will happen is I will also get a visibility on the compilation time. You see, the compilation time is what I am getting. Execution time I am not getting. So that is why we are seeing that the compilation happens in the service layer and it never needed the actual compute, which is like, extra small is my warehouse size and compute underscore WH is my warehouse name, right? Now let us take another scenario wherein, I would deliberately would like to, kind of fail again, not during compilation, but during execution, right? So I will create a table. Okay. Now, oh yeah, let me quickly change the context. Yeah. Now let me try to compile. Cool. Right. Now what I did is this amount is a character field, right? Now what I am trying to insert is a numeric field, right? And obviously I am expecting that this insert statement won't work, right? Now, but if I do explain of this, it will tell me that this query is going to get executed and there are no compilation error. Okay. That means what am I telling, right? I mean, this query is all good to be executed inside our Snowflake ecosystem, right? So let me execute it. Okay. You see, I got an error. But this time I got an error during an execution phase, not during an compilation phase. Will it spin up the warehouse? Let us see. Yeah, this was the query which got executed, right? And it was an insert statement. You see, now the warehouse was active and obviously I will see, details against execution time also apart from compilation time. Now, what does that mean? Only when the queries get executed, that is exactly when my warehouses get spun up. Okay. And this is a prime example of also how, you know, we at times misuse the compute, right? I mean, see, this particular use case is a very negative use case in terms of we not doing justice while we model some tables. So we do this thing, we try to execute something, and the queries do not run, but unnecessarily there will be credits charged, right? So we actually have to kind of do the due diligence in terms of, maintaining and managing, this particular warehouse and how we, kind of run the queries as well. So these are 2 3 use cases against which if we follow certain protocols, we are definitely going to get a lot of value out of Snowflake. And metrics also I saw, right? Yeah, I mean, I have explained, right? I mean, when are you going to, you know, get the values against this, column? And also I have given you a perspective around what is compilation time, execution time, and obviously if you sum them up, it will become your total elapsed time. And guys, this is also an important concept that we just always do not rely on our query history object, which is coming from account usage view. We can obviously get the real time, kind of insights on what is happening within our, platform by executing this simple query. Thank you so much for watching this short video. I hope it was helpful.